Aloha, dear friends. Welcome to part 5 of this in-depth, somewhat, reading and study of the March 2nd, 2013 letter written to the Baha'is of Iran, but with these massive implications and guidance for all of us who wish to contribute to social good and to be part of our communities and our countries as movers and shakers towards goodness and peace and unity and justice, but not fall into the trap of becoming politically involved. All right? So we are just in the middle of a quote from Baha'u'llah that warrants a rereading. So here we go. They that are endued with sincerity and faithfulness should associate with all peoples and kindreds of the earth with joy and radiance, inasmuch as consorting with people hath promoted and will continue to promote unity and concord, which in turn are conducive to the maintenance of order in the world and to the regeneration of nations. It is through association and meeting, Abdul-Bahá has explained further, that we find happiness and development, individual and collective. Interesting. It is through association and meeting that we find happiness and development, individual and collective. That which is conducive to association and attraction and unity among the sons of men, he has written in this connection, is the means of the life of the world of humanity. And whatever causeth division, repulsion, and remoteness leadeth to the death of humankind. Even in the case of religion, he has made it clear that it must be the cause of love and fellowship. Should religion become the cause of contention and enmity, its absence is preferable. So it is that Baha'is do their utmost at all times to heed the counsel of Baha'u'llah. Shut your eyes to estrangement, then fix your gaze upon unity. That one indeed is a man, he exhorts his followers, who today dedicateth himself to the service of the entire human race. Be anxiously concerned with the needs of the age ye live in, is his admonition, and center your deliberations on its exigencies and requirements. The supreme need of humanity is cooperation and reciprocity. Abdul-Bahá has indicated, sorry for that funny gap, the stronger the ties of fellowship and solidarity amongst men, the greater will be the power of constructiveness and accomplishment in all the planes of human activity. Whew! The stronger the ties of fellowship and solidarity amongst men, the greater will be the power of constructiveness and accomplishment in all the planes of activity. So powerful is the light of unity, Baha'u'llah declares, that it can illuminate the whole earth. So I'm going to overshare something, maybe just a little bit. I live in the United States, and my mind is pretty malleable. So I have friends that feel strongly on opposite sides of many very hot topics and social issues. And I consort with them. And I understand a lot of their concerns. I understand like the dark side of the moon a little bit. Like I understand these different things that people fight about and are concerned with. And there's two things that I see people from different spectrums are equally concerned about in their own ways. One is this fear of brainwashing, that they know the truth and the other side is brainwashed. And it's this fear. And then the other side of it, connected to that, is this fear of division. All of us who are like awake and concerned, we are know that this polarization and this headbutting that the house addresses quite often is not good. And we're all afraid of this like outside source, whether it's like another country or it's some agenda or it's just the forces of lower nature of greed and avarice and materialism that are causing division. So we're all equally afraid of brainwashing and of being pulled apart. And Abdul-Bahá tells us that the stronger the ties of fellowship and solidarity, so our concerns of division, yeah, we should be concerned, because the stronger the ties of fellowship and solidarity amongst men, the greater will be the power of constructiveness and accomplishment in all the planes of human activity. So to divide is to weaken us. And that doesn't mean we have to see everything the same way. I think we're all going to have to put on our big kid pants and like figure out how to be unified even when we don't see things exactly the same way, because it is in unity and fellowship and consorting with each other that all the planes of human activity will progress in the most positive way. Okay, jumping back in. It is with such thoughts in mind that Baha'is enter into collaboration as their resources permit with an increasing number of movements, organizations, groups, and individuals establishing partnerships that strive to transform society and further the cause of unity, promote human welfare, and contribute to world solidarity. Indeed, the standard set by passages such as the above inspires the Baha'i community to become actively engaged in as many aspects of contemporary life as feasible. In choosing areas of collaboration, Baha'is are to bear in mind the principle enshrined in their teachings that means should be consistent with ends. Noble goals cannot be achieved through unworthy means. Specifically, it is not possible to build enduring unity through endeavors that require contention or assume that an inherent conflict of interest underlies all human interactions, however subtly. Very interesting. It should be noted that despite the limitations imposed by adherence to this principle, the community has not experienced a shortage of opportunities for collaboration. So many people in the world today are working intensely towards one or another aim, which Baha'is share. In this respect, they also take care not to overstep certain bounds with their colleagues and associates. They are not to regard any joint undertaking as an occasion to impose religious convictions. Self-righteousness and other unfortunate manifestations of religious zeal are to be avoided. Baha'is do, however, readily offer to their collaborators the lessons they have learned through their own experience, just as they are happy to incorporate into their community building efforts insights gained through such associations. That concludes part 5 of this reading. Thank you so much for joining me. I'd like to invite you to check out the links below. I have a link to my Patreon if you would like to support my work and get some sneak peek behind the scenes look at my artwork and my online and in-person projects. And I also invite you to subscribe to this channel, to like the video, to comment and share your thoughts, and share it on your social media platforms on Facebook and email or however you like to share information. But I think this content warrants a lot of exposure and study and conversation. All right, you guys, I'll check you next time. Bye-bye.